for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On first and 10, Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
Mike, check, 59.
Bravo.
You got nothing to win.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
54 miles. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
On first down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Third and long for Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Come on. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Cousins on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
You ready to a brick wall, baby?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They run again on first down, Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
Hey, we're good. 59. Target. Mike's 59. Mike's
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Cousins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Let's go, D.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be a safety, as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs him 2 points.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let him know.
Cousins now. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Trubisky dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw, and Robinson with a big catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it's a second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. On second down, Cook takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, you got three down.
Cousins now from the 50, setting up the screen for Cook. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Cousins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He's back to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. He's got Burton here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Back to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
61, match box, white.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.